my husband, so I slapped this stranger's dick out of my mouth and kicked him out of the car. I'm very loyal.
And I just casually replied saying, oh, thank God. Was he at least cute?
He was very unattractive, but it's hard to say because I've never looked at my dad in that way before. I guess he's cute though.
That was when I had a hard time getting past.
So what they're doing right now is they are showing... Hello to everyone in the room. My name's Anthony Restinello. I'm a social and relationship coach. I've been doing it since 2005, and today I'm gonna react to Shane Dawson and Ryland Adams.
Like maybe a month into the relationship, I was so nervous because I was just like, you're gonna leave me, why are you with me? I'm fat, I'm gross! Okay, so I think first we should show them our profiles.
Okay, you first.
Okay, so here's mine. So I feel like that's just like a classy, like I work out.
That's actually a great photo of you.
Really?
You're well trimmed, your hair looks good.
Can you see the pimple that I face tuned?
No.
Well, then it never happened.
Now, I personally don't think your first profile picture should be a selfie picture. Just shouldn't. Tested it a lot. Tested it with clients. Tested it with myself. Generally, your first picture should probably be something where somebody's taking a picture of you, you're laughing and doing something.
That one's slightly more sexual in my opinion. Like that's like me on top of you. That to me is showing you that I'm on top of you, if you know.
So far, what I would say about Shane's profile is I don't think it's very good. He has 2 selfie pictures as his first 2 photos. What that shows to people generally is that he doesn't have much of a life. He's not hanging out with friends. He's not going on adventures. Not to say that you need to be going on adventures all the time, but there at least needs to be you in some context of your life. Otherwise, the person can't really get a read on who you are aside from the smoldering selfie that you just took.
So you're a bottom.
No, you wish.
They don't know by now?
I like this one because I look tired.
You have a really good face.
That should actually be, I think, Shane's first picture. I think he looks great in that picture, even though, again, it's a 3rd selfie. I'm actually surprised that people went on dates with him if they didn't already know that he was a huge celebrity, megastar, YouTuber.
So that's a picture of me during Trish. I'm gonna keep it real. I debated not putting this one on because...
So that's another picture I don't think is very good. It looks like a picture that was taken 10 years ago. It looks like it was taken with like a Nokia or something, or like a flip phone. And you really can't tell like what's going on in the picture. Again, there's not much context aside from the fact that he's standing with Trisha Paytas.
I didn't want it to look like, look, I know famous people. But it was more like, I thought my neck looked good, and I thought it looked like there was already a dick in it. It just like protrudes, you know what I mean?
I feel like mine's doing that right now.
Dick neck! Did that trigger you? Okay, so this is a picture of me and my dog. The dog looks terrified.
No, I haven't watched Shane Dawson videos in a very, very long time. Like, I watched Shane Dawson back when he was like doing skits with characters, like that long ago. So I forgot how funny he actually is.
Looks like, help me, I hate my owner. So I felt like that was a good, like, hey, if we start dating.
Now this is another selfie style photo. Again, I'm surprised he had much success in online dating from this. Maybe he didn't, who knows? But just from what my experience is, these are not great photos for online dating. Not to say that these aren't great photos, just not for online dating. It's like a completely different world once you enter a dating app.
We're gonna get an animal and it's gonna hate me, which happened. Psychic twins are quaking. Last one is me holding a bottle of hot sauce.
Which is you. That is honestly you.
It's me in a picture.
Again, it's another photo without context except for that he has hot sauce in his hand.
Wait, what were you saying?
What does your bio say?
It says, I like movies, food, jokes, and people who aren't afraid to be themselves. If you have a dog or have the Scream trilogy box set, that's a plus.
I had neither.
So again, even his profile is so general and vague that I'm surprised he was able to actually pull somebody in that matched what his true interests are. Everybody likes food, everybody likes movies, yada yada. Everybody likes people that like to be themselves or something, or at least everyone thinks that they like that. So all in all, a pretty basic profile, something that's not very good. But again, it's Shane Dawson, so I guess he has the magic that could really do wonders outside of what normal people can do. Us regular folk, us sub 20 million subscriber folk.
All right, let's go to your profile.
So my first photo is a car selfie.
That literally looks like you're in a Christian rock group.
It really does. And it really does not look that much like RYLAND.
Like,
It worked for you.
because I'm fucked up. To me, I was just like, yes, daddy. Fucking amen. Get on your knees, pray.
My next photo is of me and my friend Marissa playing beer pong.
Right there, I'd say it's a little better because, again, there's context. He's with a friend. The friend is making a kind of silly face. He's kind of in this like character pose, and he has a solo cup, which means he's like maybe at a party. You can't really tell he's playing beer pong, but at least there's something going on.
See, this was my problem with your profile. Every picture was a different person. First, we had like a weird youth minister who's like, want to play Heads Up 7-Up? And I'm like, bitch, yes. Second photo, I have like a bro who drinks beer who like talks like this.
My hair is done way too nice to make it seem like I actually drank that beer.
Next.
This is me looking super douchey.
This also doesn't look like you.
Yeah, that's just like a really bad photo, in my opinion. I mean, you guys could think otherwise, but I don't think that's very good. And again, I would stay away from selfies. I don't know why there's so many selfies in these profiles.
This looks like somebody who says they're only gay if they get paid for it.
Yeah, and this also looks like I'm 30 pounds heavier than I am.
That's what I like. I'm not gonna fit.
And then my last photo.
Oh, I gotta go.
Is the photo shoot.
I gotta go.
He's told me so many times that he almost said no because of this photo.
I fucking hate shirtless pictures. I hate people who take them. And whenever I showed my friends your profile, I would like not show that one.
I actually don't think it's that bad of a photo. I know that people do have an aversion to shirtless photos because it comes off cocky, and I get that. But at the same time, like, he's kind of making a silly face. It could come off as kind of like a bro-y face, but all in all, I mean, I don't think it's the worst photo in the world. I would probably say like this kind of photo, like, hey, that's much worse, or just like, that's much worse. But at least there's context. It looks like he's like wrestling with some friends or something. There's something going on. He's doing something with other people. He's actually a real person. He doesn't just hide in the corner in his room and just type of thing.
Why did you take this? Also, who took it? Did you set this up on a tripod and
I
take
think
it?
I did.
So I was wrong. He faked us all. He gave us a fake out, guys. Oh God. He put up a tripod and then he set up a timer and then he posed in front of the camera with his shirt off doing like little things. But at least it came off genuine to me.
What was it for?
I don't know.
You look like a sad, out-of-work actor who's like, Disney, I'm still around. And they're like, you're 30.
But so far, what I can see, and this to me is the most important thing, their personalities did not come off in their profiles from what I saw. I did not see their personalities in the profiles. And I mean, like, you could say what you want about selfie pics. Maybe some people like them and they're really successful for you, and that doesn't matter. Don't listen to me on that stuff. But what I think is the most important, again, is that who you are comes across. And this isn't just because like, oh, it's good to be yourself. Be yourself. No, I want you to have your personality come across because you will be more efficient and effective at finding people who will like you and be attracted to you, and you to be attracted to as well. That's just how life works. You put out your real self, you will put out the lighthouse for everyone that could be attracted to you. You suck them in, attract them, bring them in. All of the ships that say, that's not my port, I'm gonna go over there. They'll get out of your way. Show people who you are. Like, for instance, y'all may not like me right now. There's probably a lot of people that are ready to dislike this video. Go for it. I don't care, because then you're gonna move on and you're never gonna watch again. But if I gave some random basic advice, or I was just a random basic guy, you may like me kind of, maybe subscribe, maybe not, maybe watch another one of my videos, but in the end, realize that I'm just a boring, flaccid, nothing person and drift off. And then I would have an inflated subscriber base of people that don't really care for me. But if you're gonna click subscribe to this video, it's because you got a messed up mind that likes this type of person right here. And those are the types of people that I want here. Thank you very much.
Let's have sexy music. All right, here we go. Ryland, hey man.
Hello. How are you doing?
So, just to let you guys know, when I said Ryland with an exclamation point, I was saying that as if like, I know who you are, I know you know who I am, because long story short, we had mutual friends, so like I'm assuming he knows who I am, right? So I said, sorry for the exclamation point, that was intense. I'm a friend of Lily and I could have sworn that you've met me at some point, but maybe we didn't. Anyways, I'm doing good, how about you? So embarrassed that I gave you that exclamation point, because bitch, that's something I don't give.
I just felt like you didn't know who I was. I thought you were over enthusiastic about talking to me, and I said, this is awkward because I actually have seen this person before.
Yeah, that's more like what it came across as.
All right, keep going.
Okay, hold on. Ew.
Oh. That would smell crazy.
You know I hate that. Okay, I said, I'm laughing.
I miss Shane Dawson. I gotta watch more of his videos.
Exclamation mark is what
Yeah,
I said.
I was gonna clock that one because I was like, explanation. Never mind. Okay, we good.
I said, ah ha ha ha. I was feeling like that was an, oh, I've seen you, but also wasn't sure you knew. Anyways, Lily did show me the video you guys made on your channel. It was something.
So just before, I just want to break down the texts. If you saw, the messages were reciprocated in generally similar ways. Shane sent a big expression of who he is. He got vulnerable. He showed he was embarrassed about a exclamation mark and why he thinks he may know who he is. And because he did that, Ryland responded in a similar fashion. Now that's not to say that if you send a big text message, you're gonna get a big text message back. However, Shane was real. Like, in his profile pictures, I don't think I saw the real Shane Dawson. In that message, I'm starting to see who he really is. And because of that, it's painting an authentic picture of who he is. And it's compelling me to want to reply because I see him as a real person and not just this dry, vague, basic, like, message that I'm getting that I get from everybody else.
I did a video with a YouTuber named Lily, and it was real gross. So then I put a toothbrush up my ass. I used a plunger one time. Oh my god! And then I started to sit on it, I threw up.
Like your ass.
Yeah, so that was the first video he had seen of me. Okay, let's continue. Oh god, the fact that you saw that video and didn't block me on this app is an actual miracle. Haha, honestly, I take back the exclamation point anyways. I instantly felt like a 12-year-old girl after I hit send.
And I said, ha, no take-backs.
We are so fucking flirty.
You'll forever be known as the man who reached out to me with an exclamation mark.
Honestly, it's better than...
Man, these are adorable messages. These guys know how to talk to each other. These guys know how to flirt on Bumble.
referring to me as the guy you met on Bumble. Yikes, nobody wants that.
Luckily for us, I can say we magically met at work when you came in to film Beauty Break, and we lived happily ever after.
Now I feel like you're mocking me with your use of exclamation marks, but it's fine, I can take it. Can we say we met on Cheat Day? I feel like that's slightly sexier, by the way. Another side note, Cheat Day is a show on YouTube where people eat a bunch of gross foods and then barf.
Oh, a show where everyone wants to barf right after they film. Perfect. This is it. Quotes. We both ran to the bathroom together and shared a stall. He was just so sweet.
And then after I wiped the warm chunks of vomit off my lips. How did I think this was gonna get me fucked?
Were you just looking for a fuck?
No, I was looking for a hubby.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Keep going.
He looked over at me and said how sexy I looked with my hair pushed back. I had to push back because I didn't want to get vomited in.
Okay, so what they're doing right now is great. They are basically projecting fantasy situations that they could both find themselves in together when you do this, you are literally imagining yourself with the other person, and that other person is doing so with you as well. This really helps to get the juices flowing, to get the attraction going, and gets you excited to actually see each other in real life. So they're doing great on this front, I'd say, so far.
You want to know a secret?
What? What?
No, it's too mean.
What?
I think I told you this. I was talking to you. I was dating somebody else, and I hated them. Not in a mean way. They were just the fucking worst. And I didn't know how to get out of it, so I went back on Bumble while I was still dating this person, and then I was writing you while I was, like, I had just finished fucking them. And then I was, like, cleaning off while I was writing you and being funny.
I was like rolling over in my bed to turn the light off.
I was rolling over in somebody else's bed to get the fuck out.
I would never put you as such a player.
Here's the thing, I'm not. Here's what happened. I'm gonna keep it super real. Here's what I do. I go on a date, I don't like them, but they say something nice to me, and then I'm like, okay, they're nice to me. So then I date them for like a long time, and then I have to wait till like something bad happens and then I'm out.
Whereas
That's
in our
horrible.
first date, I was just being very real and maybe not the nicest, and I think that's what you liked about me.
No, that's what I love. I'm so sick of nice people. Alright, I'm skipping some of this, but basically I said, wow, we're killing the Bumble game. What time's your bedtime?
I said, we're basically Bumble goals AF. Ouch. Ew. I said, tonight it was a hard 11 p.m. You ruined that, so thanks a lot.
Yeah, I tend to do that. I'm basically a life ruiner. Pretty sure that's another Mean Girls reference. You're welcome! God, I hate myself. When we get married, can we get shirts made for the best men and women that say Bumble Goals AF? I feel like we could get a Bumble sponsored.
So again, what they're doing is they're projecting fantasy situations that they could possibly have together, which is great for building that chemistry, building that excitement to eventually see each other. When you two are fantasizing about situations you could live together, oh, we'll do this and then we'll do this. When you dream together, that helps the two of you really connect. It starts this attachment to each other because you're imagining living with each other, being with each other.
But I go home, I go to bed, I wake up, and doop, you wrote me first.
Did you start planning my funeral yet?
No, I forgot you existed. And then I remembered you were my husband, so I slapped the stranger's dick out of my mouth and kicked him out of the car. I'm very loyal.
And I just casually replied saying, oh, thank God. Was he at least cute?
He was very unattractive, but it's hard to say because I've never looked at my dad in that way before. I guess he's cute though.
That was what I had a hard time getting past.
So what they're doing right now is they are showing exactly what their humor is. They're not scared at all. And if you notice, they're not using like a ton of emojis or like LOL, JK, ha 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 to show that they're just joking. They're both very confident in their sense of humor, which communicates that they believe that that person is going to be okay with their sense of humor, which communicates that this person likely expresses themselves and everybody is okay with it as well, which can be like an attractive thing. In other words, just completely express exactly the type of humor that you want. If people are turned off by it, if they're offended by it, let them move on as quickly as possible. Get them out the way because you're gonna be wasting a lot of time otherwise, and bring in with your lighthouse that's flipping around, shining around in the night in that very wavy, rocky water coast thing, and they'll come in, they'll find you and they'll say, that's my guy, that's my girl, that's the person that I want. They'll be able to see you also because the other sails of the wrong ships, they're not gonna be blocking your light. They're gonna be, I love my metaphors. I can just keep going deeper and deeper into them. The wrong ship's sails are gonna not be blocking the light of the person that you want, that you could find and that you could go towards. Yeah.
Can we also get a pet together right away? Something very high maintenance. We did.
I said, Jesus. As far as the pet goes, I'm on board as long as it's cute and we take him or her everywhere we go, which that...
Nah, fuck no, fuck no.
Also, I'm not going to be home during the day to take care of it, so that's up to you, Daddy.
I knew it. I knew you were the first one to call me daddy. I knew it! And then one time, the first time that we had sex, he called me daddy.
No! Yes, you did! No!
Yes, you did. I pinned you down and you were in the couch and you said,
No! My mom watches these!
He gets it. He's a daddy. Hey, Bruce. Shout out to Bruce. All right, let's skip to some good stuff. Ooh, this is a really long one. Let's read this. I am only up at the moment because I have an incredibly small bladder and I pee 85 times a night. True. I see this being an issue with us as you don't like to be disturbed while sleeping. True. I think a solution to this problem is to get a giant empty Gatorade bottle next to the side of the bed for me to relieve myself into. What am I talking about? Also, I'd like you to know that I'm very low maintenance, but I do wear a sleeping mask. And then I sent this picture. A mask I still use.
It is so gross and dirty, and I scoured the internet to find you a replacement. I found the last new mask on the planet that's the same, and he doesn't wear it. He wears his old gross dirty one.
Because it has history.
And also, you still pee in bottles, you pee in sinks, you pee in the most disgusting
Look at how proud he is. You disgusting fuck.
And then I said, also I'd like you to know for my next message, it'll be an in-depth review of your Instagram photos. I looked at your page last night and it brought up a lot of questions. For example, I really hope he plays baseball because he seems to own a lot of baseball tees.
I just gotta stop because it's like overwhelming me how real they are in their messages, how authentic they are, how true to themselves unapologetically they are. One of the most important parts of charm is wildly embracing your individuality. And both Shane and RYLAND are just prime examples of this in their Bumble texts. Honestly, I don't think I've ever seen online dating messages as great as these are. And the other great thing is they both share very similar, very unique sense of humor. Now listen, it's going well because they were meant to be together, right? But I'm sure 100% Shane has sent these type of messages to a ton of guys, to a ton of women, to a ton of whoever that are super perturbed, weirded out by his personality, and maybe he got upset, maybe he didn't care, but whatever the case, it is quite obvious that Shane Dawson can do nothing but be exactly who he is, and because of that, he only brings in the right people into his life, and it seems that he's very good at it. The one thing that he admitted that he's bad at is letting go the wrong people when he notices that they are wrong, but attracting people that are into him, seems that he could do that quite easily.
Also, I'm still waiting for my Instagram breakdown that was previously promised.
Okay, I said, I changed it for you, baby. I just want to make you happy. I know you love blue walls. It's true.
I do.
Okay, I'll give you a review. Send me a picture and I'll give you my in-depth analysis. But I'm warning you, I tend to drag bitches on the concrete, as the children say.
I said I just can't send one photo. Then you would think that one photo represents my entire...
God, you explain so much.
Yeah.
I'm not a comedian, so I explain myself.
When did we move to talking in real life?
I said, I've got to brush my teeth and wash my face. Maybe think of a good bedtime story while I'm gone.
Then I said, side note, I'm headed to a late dinner with a friend.
So another thing that I'm kind of getting, I mean, you could tell me if I'm wrong. It seems that RYLAND is expressing that he wants to be more of a submissive partner and he wants Shane to be more dominant. And it also seems that Shane was kind of conveying that in the messages. I don't know anything about their relationship. Like I said, I haven't seen Shane Dawson videos in years, but you can tell me if that dynamic seems to be true now currently in their relationship as it is.
Text me whenever so I can stop using this fucking app. So then here's how the rest of the story went. He texted me, I wrote back, and then I love pictures. I love getting pictures. So I was just like, what are you doing? And then he'd be like, nothing, laying in bed. I'd be like, send me a picture. So then he started sending me pictures, and I don't know if you noticed, but I saved all of them.
All my nudes?
Yep, I saved all of them. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the first one. This was like the first time you sent me kind of like a sweet, sexy one where I was like, is he gonna take the head of his dick out? So then I sent to you, I don't even know if you remember this, you definitely don't have it, because why would you keep it? I sent you a picture of my dick, but it was covered by a Diet Root Beer can. Do you remember that?
No.
You don't remember that? That was a good picture. I facetuned my dick a lot. No, little known fact, I've never sent a nude.
I don't agree with that statement. I think you sent me a dick pic before.
No, I have not.
That's not fair. I've sent you like 100.
Ooh, I like this one. So this was just like a sweet little like, look at me laying in my trash. Look at me laying in all my dirty
Trash!
No! Are you a hoarder? Why do you have 7 pillows? We're moving on.
I just saw my dick all over your screen.
Alright, let's end it on the final picture. And this is the first picture we ever took together. Was that on our first date? That was probably the second date.
That's when we started like, yeah.
Oh my god. Is that a cum towel behind us?
I think you posted that on the internet too.
I literally posted that on Instagram for a 1-year anniversary. Cum towel.
I'll see you guys tomorrow. Did I do it right?
That was so good. Good job.
No, but normally there's a joke. Like, I'll see you Tinderers tomorrow. Tinderers. I'll see you cum rags tomorrow.
Bye, Ryland's mom and dad.
I love Shane and Ryland. This is like the most adorable YouTube relationship I've ever seen. I'm saying it now, everybody. They're the best YouTube couple ever. Something really cool about people that are unapologetically exactly who they are is it was like inspiring me to be even more myself as I was watching him. And I love that. I love being around people like that. And that, like I said, is such a strong quality of a charming person. Wildly embracing your individuality. There's just something about it that just makes people want to be around them, inspires those people to be more themselves. And Shane Dawson definitely possesses that in spades. Ryland is quite charming as well in his own way, just a little bit differently. But again, I'm just so excited to see how great they're, I mean, you don't need to be that great with your messaging to like get into a relationship with somebody. I know my messages are not that great. My messages were not very good at all to my girlfriend. We just basically said, hi, you want to get together? And then we got together. It was pretty basic, but man, that was good. I am now shipping them. Is that what the kids are saying these days? I'm now standing them. Hopefully you guys learned something, you liked something. Join the Discord, that's all I gotta say, and watch another video right now.